know what it is. It's Southern Knowledge Podcast with Malice, Martel.
Okay. OJ the Juice.
And Uncle Daddy Luke. What's going on, Malice? What's going on? How was you?
You know, I've been chilling.
How you been?
You know, I've been chilling it, cooling it, you know. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the week's just been going by fast. I guess because I've been just looking forward to doing the podcast, you know, every week.
Sunday, we record this John, releasing on Tuesday, you know, just the audio. Wednesday, we drop the video.
Yeah, it make it.
But I ain't gonna lie, I think I dropped my John before you dropped your John this week. The video on the tube.
Yeah, we did. You know, we finally put out the first video, the first audio, and together, you know, and
Join.
People seems like it.
But I'm saying, I dropped mine on Wednesday. You didn't end up dropping the pod till Thursday, huh?
Now I dropped the pod on Wednesday.
Oh, so we dropped the same day. I think I dropped
yeah.
mine early. You supposed to drop that thing a day earlier, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to drop. Well, I mean, sometimes I drop it on Wednesday, sometimes I drop it on Tuesday.
Oh, okay,
It's just
okay.
every nigga got a lot going on, you know. Some shit just pop up sometimes, but we do put the art first.
I'm just messing with you, kid. You know, I really appreciate. You know, it's been over 2 months of doing this so far, bro. Really glad we finally got together, just speaking our minds on topics and giving our opinions out there.
You might have to talk a little louder on the mic.
Oh well, yeah, my fault, my bad. You know, I was just getting a little somber, bro. Really, that's what it was. I was a little
getting too
low.
complacent on it. You know, you got a couple.
I was
fans.
happy. I was coming from like a, you know, I was just speaking heart to heart to you right there, and that wasn't really for everybody else. You know, I was just speaking my mind, my man.
You know, one thing, since we just started the podcast, like every time I see some shit or some news that's happening, I just low key like put it in my mind to like remember later.
Right.
It seemed like the world just in some chaos. Or maybe it's just because I'm noticing more now.
The world or this capitalistic society that we stay in America?
Damn, everything got to go to the economics, huh?
I mean, that's where it's all
it do.
rooted
I mean,
from.
it do. You know, the culture that we in. You know, I think it's gonna get too top heavy soon. There's no reason Jeff Bezos should be in the fucking 100 billions. That's crazy to me.
He gonna hit a trillion, first trillionaire ever, bro. I see it. There's only Amazon can only get bigger. It shut down Toys R Us, kid.
I think that's gonna be a major problem for our society going forward. All these, you know, Walmarts, Amazons. It's no way for the common person to make a buck doing the smaller things.
I think Best Buy next. Yeah, Best Buy next. Best Buy will get shut down.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of those stores that selling, you know, the electronics and all that might get shut down. But it's still to a degree. That would mean that's like saying the mall can get shut down because people can order online. I think it's still gonna be a demand for you know, going to the store and getting stuff right
Just
now.
a straight electronics store, though? No, I don't see it.
I would say because people still want to get like PlayStation. People still want stuff right now. A major problem with online and stuff. Yeah, you can get it next day, but sometimes people want stuff like right now.
Yeah, just capitalism, bro. You know, when you see a opening, you take it. Vultures, that's what they call them.
So since you're so anti, you know, capitalism, what system do you feel would be the best suited for America?
I don't think socialism is perfect either. You know, because I feel like if I put in more harder work than you, I shouldn't, you know, get paid the same amount of money regardless. But it is, you know, one company that I've seen that the CEO, the workers, everybody in that building, no matter if you're just a regular hourly worker or what, you get paid $65,000 a year. All the managers, CEOs, everybody.
And they still make a good enough profit.
Yeah, it's just spread it around evenly instead of it being top heavy. You know what I mean? It just exactly spread it throughout all the workers in the company. So I feel like that's smart, but maybe it's just only for a few companies that will be able to do that.
How long do they plan on being like so the CEO, how long is they doing this? Is it just like a yearly?
No, it's been since the company opened. It's in California.
And how long have they been in business?
I think since the early 2000s.
Nah, I ain't rocking with that.
Oh, really? I thought you was a socialist kind of guy.
I mean, but if you're doing a minuscule job, I feel like you should start off wage with enough for like you base. Every area has a different start off base.
Okay.
You base the income that's surrounding the area where your company is. You see what the minimum wage is. You see what the living wage is, and I feel like you give your workers starting off over the living wage so that people can still be happy to come to work. People can still focus on work. People can still do their job, but the starting off wage is enough to actually live instead of fast food workers, you know, starting wage where you still have to work 2 jobs and you can't pay for daycare for your kids and et cetera, and et cetera.
I hear what you're saying, bro, but I say, fuck it, let's go to New York, go to Florida, sell that white. That's the quickest come up. That's the evenly spread out pay ever. That's true socialism, capitalism put together. What's that?
If it's two things that I feel like the government love for us to do, it's to try to do fraud. They hate when you mess with their money, and to sell drugs. Even though they want us to sell drugs. I'll take that back. They don't want us to do fraud because that's fucking with their money.
Right.
They do want you to sell drugs. I can't sell no drugs, bro. I just ain't got enough time and energy.
I couldn't sell weed. I sell that white girl.
I just ain't got enough time for a nigga to be hitting my phone all day asking why I'm at like a bitch.
Yeah, true. You ain't never off. 7 days a week, any time of the day, you gotta be available. You gotta always watch your back. It's just
niggas always trying to rob me and shit. Me, niggas always want to front. I can't give a nigga no front. Me, I'd rather own like a place. I own the place. I just don't gotta do the you know.
All the heavy work.
Selling.
Yeah, exactly. So you wanna be the kingpin.
I be the kingpin. Nobody see me.
You wanna be kingpin off of Spider-Man, the big white guy with the bald head.
What's that, Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah. I think we got the perfect plug, kids and the white girl. You know, drugs. Perfect plug. You know what I'm talking about.
You know who you need a plug for the white girl that is a white girl. Who would that be?
You already know what I'm talking about. Perfect plug, kid. Miss Lovato herself. What's her real name?
We've just got news. Breaking news. A popular white actress, singer, movie star, Miss Demi Lovato. What did it say? She overdosed on heroin? They're saying?
That's what they said, overdosed on heroin, and what was the other drug?
Meth?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Some crazy shit.
Who knows? You never know what they on nowadays. But you know, on the 911 voice call, her friends was like, no sirens and shit like that. What do you think the purpose of that was?
No sirens to make a big deal about maybe in the neighborhood she stayed in, you know. But I mean, of course it was going to get out regardless.
I think if your friend's life is in danger, I don't give a fuck about no sirens
what? Yeah.
This person could die if it's serious. And sometimes, you know, people just want to do shit to get noticed and get attention. Even though she been suffering with this shit. But what I really want to know is, why is we looking at this? Why is the media looking at this any different than when they looked at Lamar Odom when he was overdosing on drugs? Is it because he's a black man?
I feel like it was two different situations, you know. That Lamar Odom stuff happened right after he got with Khloe Kardashian. Damn, they just gonna put me out like that.
I'm just saying, bro, you might have to.
Well, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I just want the dialogue to be heard.
Okay, I feel you. It was the Kardashian curse going on. It was more of a jokey joke. But in Demi Lovato's sense, it's a little white girl from D-Town. Say she from D-Town, kid.
Detroit?
Ah, Dallas.
Oh. When you say D-Town, I like damn Detroit.
Nah, bro. But I don't know. Why do you think so? How about I get your opinion on it?
I think when you got that Disney behind you, they can clean up any image. And I think she just got that movie star pass that they give so many. You know, when you're in Hollywood, they give you, oh, she's in a tough situation. You don't know what she's going through. She's insecure. She's depressed. I think people are so quick to give somebody the depression card. Like, it's people really out here suffering depression. Some people just are addicts. And I don't think we need to look at addicts as criminals. I think we should both look at Lamar Odom and Demi Lovato in the same light as someone that has a disease that needs help, because I think alcoholism.
But isn't that forced self upon, you know, their decisions? Like you said, she can't overdose, you know, on an accident. That was her decision to do those drugs.
But I mean, once you get to a certain degree of addiction, that shit is hard to stop. I'm just saying we should look at, you know, Lamar Odom the same as Demi Lovato, as someone with a disease and someone that needs help and someone that needs to be treated, like in Switzerland where they decriminalized all drugs and, you know, overdose. You know, deaths decreased.
Switzerland is like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full drug decriminalization. And so I think if we just try to reform it, because what Nixon didn't think of when he put this war on drug in place is the ramifications of what he, you know, did, and the people that I think I know they probably wanted a lot of black and Hispanics to be in jail, but I don't know if they really forecasted the whole, downfall and detriment that has been the war on drugs today.
Since when was Nixon in office? I've known about that since forever. Since
Maybe
I was
like
15, 60,
or
yeah.
something like that.
So yeah, just to put that bad label on drugs, just to make it seem like really a scapegoat, to be honest.
I think we need a whole reform with a lot of things in our government.
I mean, we could have did that with the Second Bill of Rights, FDR tried to set in place. I mean, it's been a lot of things that America has been, behind the ball on that we tried to get installed first, but other countries took it, implemented it, and now they're living better lives than we are, and we're kind of stuck in a rut.
I feel like as Americans, we so preoccupied with everything else other than shit that really matters, other than shit that really affects the day-to-day. Like, I want to know, take a poll of how many people are unhappy, like, with what they do on a day-to-day. And if people would look at the percentage of it, I think that it would be like, okay, we need to do some reform. Because if everybody has a problem with the society, then it has to be time to change.
Right.
Except for maybe like the Jeff Bezos and shit like that. With the
I mean, capitalism, we talk about that for 2-3 minutes,
I mean, what would you do if you had $150 billion right now?
What I do with $50,000 right now, kid? You tripping. I couldn't even imagine that kind of number.
That nigga could lose a bill right now. I think fucking Mark Zuckerberg just lost like $14 billion.
Oh yeah, that's because he infringing on people's privacy and all in their business, social media. Yeah, that's his problem. You lose $4 billion, they don't even hurt you, kid.
When he
hurt you like that.
Do you think people would ever just come to it and be like, you know what? I'm tired of fucking not having no food. I'm tired of having to work every day. I'm tired of having to sleep on a mattress on the floor. That's an air bed, really. That ain't really a mattress. And just revolt and shit. Just be like, I'm tired of this nigga Jeff Bezos flying fucking jet everywhere he goes.
His own private jet.
Going, these motherfuckers be going like Africa and molesting kids and shit. Doing all that crazy shit.
Capitalism, a love story. I recommend everybody to watch it. It does deal on that topic of people at the lower. We gotta revolt. We gotta change it ourselves.
I don't know. That'd be a tough one to reform on that shit.
Oh, really? Bro, the top 1% has more money than the bottom 95%.
Okay. I think I feel like at this point, well, not every, but not the 80, like Method Man said, or the 5% Nation said, the 85% don't know, the deaf, blind, and the stupid, which is 85% of the people that don't care to know.
Right.
But I think a lot of people know that a small percentage has a lot of the money. There's too many people that's broke to not know that.
I mean, that is correct. That's facts. But I still recommend that movie for everybody, to see how your government is really ran, where the money is really going, all that good shit. But hey, man, shouts out to Miss Demetria Lovato. Hope she gets better. Even though, I really don't feel bad for drug addicts.
So you saying she don't deserve any compassion?
No.
No compassion at all.
I don't believe so.
You don't think that those drugs are highly addictive, and once you just get on them, I'm not saying you need sympathy for
6 years though. She's 25. She's been sober for 6 years.
So why was everybody feeling for Eminem when he had his relapse? Why everybody was caring about Eminem when he had his relapse? Why y'all give him compassion?
That's just my opinion. I just feel like if you yourself get into the drug, knowing the side effects of it, knowing that it's possible that you can't get on an addiction for it, why am I supposed to feel sorry for you, knowing that you took it to begin with? You know the consequences.
I guess, man. We can agree to disagree on that.
What's the compassion that you should have for her? She should get some GoFundMe account so she.
No, I just feel like we should stop giving people these big, arresting people for using drugs, and start caring for them and giving them, instead of arresting them.
So you want to give them a GoFundMe account?
You don't need a GoFundMe account. You don't need a GoFundMe account. Instead of arresting them, you just give them treatment so they can be a better human being. Once if people feel like we evolved and people want to be woke, isn't that being woke helping your your fellow brethren and sister?
That is correct.
And they some people say that alcoholism and all that stuff can be hereditary.
Shit. Please don't get me started on that, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Please don't get me started on that topic that I argue with every single person about. That's like saying you're just born to be fat.
Bro, you don't think that? Wait, you don't think that?
Is there a fat gene in your body right now that
Bro.
says that you have more weight in your body than anybody else?
I don't know, Key. I think you need to do some research on that.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, druggies. They're they're their own lives.
Drake. All right, speaking of somebody that that's been, they feel like they've been done wrong by society as we speak. Mr. Mr. Robert Kelly.
Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Mr. I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh,
R. Kelly
best song of 2000?
dropped the new Trapped in the Closet. This nigga R. Kelly, the only nigga that can make motherfucking 20-minute songs and shit. He dropped his new song, I Admit, where he does everything but admit to crimes.
Hey, he said that in the song. He said, my lawyer said don't speak on it, kid. What are you talking about?
What the fuck you made admit the song, bro? That nigga said, I admit I like women, both young and old as well. Nigga, what?
He said, they asked me about Aaliyah. My lawyer said don't speak on it. Like, no shame, bro, whatsoever, to go on in the studio for 20. Like, who was listening to that?
Bro, who engineered that?
Yeah.
He had to tell everybody get out the studio.
You sitting there listening to this
How
thing.
you sing on the same song and say you illiterate, you got robbed of your publishing, and say you got molested
By a family member?
I think at R. Kelly needs to, there's some people that we feel that the government conspired against, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Khalid Muhammad, things of that nature. But R. Kelly? I think a lot of the shit that R. Kelly goes to is because he
It's
brought it on himself.
self-inflicted. Okay, yeah.
Now, do you think this song is him to his breaking point and he's depressed and all that, or do you think this is just him kind of get some traction because he said he broke? Could he just be doing this for the money? What do you think?
He said that in the song too. You ain't listened to the whole 20 minutes like I did you, huh?
What he said in the song is just what publicity
stunt? He said he's just still making music to be able to pay his bills right now.
Yeah, I know. I heard him say that, but I'm just saying, did he have to? I'm saying, is the reason he's doing this song, putting all of this stuff out there, not really admitting, but admitting, is this because he's broke?
100%, yes. But I ain't gonna lie, as much funny shit was in that song, and I admit, especially that end of the last 2 minutes when he just started harmonizing on that thing.
And I bet people downloaded that song not to listen to what he's saying, just to jam to the shit. It's a 45-year-old single woman, no kids, that's listening to that, I admit it, and fantasizing, drinking white wine by herself.
Definitely did. But he did make a valid point, I think, with the Hugh Hefner line.
Speaking of that, I wanted to bring up, some celebrities I do feel we look at, not we, just as some media outlets look at them different. I wanted to talk about somebody named Jerry Lee Lewis. Do you know who that is, Lucas?
No, I do not.
Uncle Luke, sorry. He made the song, Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, just great balls of fire.
Nah.
It's not ringing a bell.
Why add in the song? Anyway, Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin.
Wait, was it a joke? Is it something funny?
It ain't nothing funny. He's a famous musician. Jerry Lee Lewis. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
I don't think that sounds.
You never heard that song, bro?
No, I don't think that sounds like music, but okay.
You tripping, bro.
Oh, white guy.
Yes. You never heard that song.
Oh, this John. Okay. So what's the point you were trying to make to correlate the two?
They did not kill that nigga for that. They didn't know nothing.
I thought you meant like
they give rock stars and all these other musicians, and I'm not saying it should get a pass. Don't take me wrong. I'm saying all the shit should be condemned. But I'm saying people need to stop picking and choosing who they choose to condemn and who they choose to give a pass to.
There's absolutely nothing about him in this marriage at all.
Search Jerry Lee Lewis' cousin.
But I'm just saying it just doesn't pop up.
Oh yeah, it doesn't pop up when you look up Jerry Lee Lewis. That should be the first thing that pops up.
Exactly. If you type in R. Kelly,
you know the first thing.
Accusations, yeah. Okay, that's a great point.
They just. I feel like as a media, and it's only like a couple major media corporations that run majority of the shit. I'm just saying, shit needs to be looked at the same.
Yeah, that's what R. Kelly was talking about with Hugh Hefner, how he took all those daughters of people that were, 17, got them to sign off and come to the Playboy Mansion to stay there, and he was having sex with all those women. We don't condemn Hugh Hefner for it. So what is R. Kelly?
90 years old, having sex with 18 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So R. Kelly is what basically, somewhat in the long lines, doing the same thing. Those parents signed off on those girls to go there.
Yeah, I feel like in the situation where the parents had came out and made the video about their daughter going to stay with R. Kelly, I think those people actually did send her there to be a singer or some shit, and R. Kelly just being who that nigga is, got in the draws, and she probably fell in love with the nigga and they want to leave, and then they was like, okay, we about to try to make some money off of it. I don't care what nobody say. I think that's how it went.
Okay.
Just in that situation, I don't know about the other ones and all the older shits. I'm just talking about that last one that happened.
That new sex cult. Look up a sex cult. Look up a sex slave.
I feel like that's a lot of work.
Come back and tell me what to say.
One woman enough. 30 of them.
Yeah,
30 of them in a house.
But I did watch that one interview of that one girl that was on the talk and K. Michelle, how they spoke on them. I don't know. You signed up to go there. Regardless, I don't know what you expected to happen with R. Kelly.
I know someone probably wanted to be famous, tried to get R. Kelly to be a hit maker. And they probably got in the studio with him, and he was like, "Look, write this down for me because I can't read."
Well, I don't know. I can't condemn him like that, especially if a person like Jerry Lee Lewis is out there, or Hugh Hefner, or how he lived. I can't really condemn him, R. Kelly. I can't. I still appreciate his music. That
feeling on your boo.
Yeah, there you go. But some women will not listen to R. Kelly anymore as a non.
Oh no, I play R. Kelly in the car with a shorty one time. She looked at me.
Yeah.
I smacked that.
Serious. It's that serious, bro. Women are not behind.
Well, that's right though. You got to stand up for our women and be respectful and not support.
I understand,
people
but
R.
I
Kelly,
feel like
Charlamagne
that's
God.
his personal life. He said it in the song too. I mean, he admitted a lot of stuff. He put in a lot of good points. That's his personal life. If he like younger women, that's him. If he just putting out good music content, I can't not listen to it. I appreciate that.
I don't think they gonna ever let Ray Lewis forget he killed somebody. I don't know why I just thought about it. They not gonna let Ray Lewis ever forget that.
Or
I was
Kobe,
just thinking about that nigga
raping somebody.
That nigga say some coon shit, and the first thing a nigga bring up is that he killed somebody.
Yeah, you right.
I
All
just
over
thought
Twitter
about
when
that
he was on not First Take. What's that new show? Undisputed now.
Yeah,
Every time he did that, this nigga on here talking crazy, but little does he know he killed somebody, got off for it. Hey man, shouts out Ray Lewis. Everybody get a shouts out on here.
Oh, ain't no shout out to no goddamn Ray Lewis.
Not that
I don't fuck
shout
with
out
Ray
like
Lewis.
that, but hey, real. Speaking about some Oakland homies.
Wait, what Oklahoma was we speaking about?
Ain't Ray Lewis from Oakland?
I don't know what the fuck he might be. Shit.
Hey, you might be right, but go ahead and hit it. Miss Nia Wilson.
Yeah, we gotta send our condolences to a family. I think it says it happened out in Oakland. Racist white bitch of a piece of shit of it. Just somebody that doesn't even deserve the dignity to be called a human, beneath human, subhuman, Cockazortle, Yacubian,
Okay.
white devil.
Cracker ass cracker.
Killed a young, prospering sister, Miss Nia Wilson, 18 years old in Oakland. I guess something the racist dude just seen him in the subway or something like that, and just randomly just chose them and killed them. I don't know what's going on in society today, and how the fact nobody even I know everybody can't be no Captain Save, Captain Save the situation and jump in and be a superhero or whatever in every situation, but sometimes people gotta just try to help or something, you know, like.
Right.
What would you, if you was in the train station and you seen that? I know he got a weapon, so you shouldn't just try to, some people shouldn't try to confront him because you might get stabbed. But if you way bigger than the dude, or you feel like you're in an angle where you can help or stop the situation, you gotta at least try. I feel.
But who knows how quick the situation was? Maybe he didn't say nothing to him, just walked up on him, didn't like the skin tone for some reason, how she was looking that day, and just did it real quick, stabbed him. I mean, he was obviously apprehended. I don't know how quick it was. If somebody stopped him there.
It's probably like a couple days later, something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. So I don't. Yeah. How something like that can't happen and you don't try and tell them down. I mean, if I see something like that, just my first instinct is to just run.
Do you think you should
help,
get the death penalty?
It has been 12 years in California since they've done one, and I think this is very rightfully so. They should. I don't even know homie name. Don't care about his name at all. I feel like this should be the first one. It's only right. I feel in my mind, especially being down here in Texas. We from prison city.
But I know we are in the prison state. But do you feel that's kind of hypocritical though, the death penalty?
Not at all. What do you mean hypocritical?
How does that lead as an example as a head of the society if you say that killing is wrong, but when someone kills someone, you kill them?
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind? Is that what
That's
you're
what I'm
trying
saying.
to
An eye for an eye leave the world blind.
Is that how you feel, or is that just...
That's how I feel.
Oh, okay.
I feel like...
Devil's advocate, so that's how you truly feel?
Yeah, I've seen people injecting people, and now they injecting people like fentanyl, I think, now. I think we should, if we're growing past as a society and we look back and we say all those torturing and stuff was barbaric, if we're growing and we're becoming quote-unquote woke, shouldn't the next stage be growing past just killing people?
So what do you think is the right just cause action he should get? Sentencing.
I mean, you still gonna have to pay for him. If you give him a life sentence, but
all that money
make
for
him at least do some work. I don't say work him to death or some shit, but I feel like killing him might, and I feel like that's too easy. I feel like they didn't even learn the lesson. They didn't even nothing.
He doesn't learn the lesson, but people watching around get that lesson.
The gratification of seeing a person killed.
Do I get gratification for him?
I'm saying the family of the people. Do they get gratification from seeing that person killed?
Do they get gratification seeing him alive, being able to get bond in 20 years?
No bond. I mean, if you kill somebody, probably shouldn't be no bond.
I mean, not bond, but get out on a sentencing on good behavior.
If you kill somebody in a hate crime, the family of the person that you killed in a hate crime, they need to be able to, they choose somebody, you got a box of that race or demographic. Like if you did it against a gay person, they choose like a big ass gay nigga, or if you're a woman, they choose a big gay woman, or if you went against like a Jewish person, they get like a big swole ass Jewish motherfucking, you gotta box them, and they get to beat your ass, and the family get to watch, and then you serve your life sentence.
I don't understand how that could actually pass.
Because they get gratification seeing you.
I thought we were talking about actual things that could possibly happen.
I'm just saying, if I was the leader of the free world, that's what I would put in the fact.
Garvey asking that. Hey, but no, I don't think that's any gratification. Just seeing them getting hurt, even just watching them get beat down. I don't think, if you take my daughter's life and you injure my other daughter to where she's almost passes as well, I feel like your life
should be taken as well.
Is forfeit and should be forfeit as well.
So you take life for life. So let's say you start a new society, right? Let's say a nuclear, winter comes. We all go to war. You and 40 other people only want to survive, and they want you to be the leader. You're starting the rules of this new society, and one of your rules is if you kill somebody, what?
Here you go, bro. So we just gonna be killing off each other until we don't have any more people surviving?
That's what I'm saying. So
we've got 100 million people in America, bro. One to make an example out of that you just can't go on a fucking subway and stab people just because you don't like their skin tone. I mean, that's worth it.
So you're saying if the death penalty was legal in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, that the murder rate would go down?
I mean, it's down in Texas. It's been down
as a nation.
Yeah, I mean, you can use Texas as the sample size.
They still be getting murked in Texas.
I don't even remember the last time they had a
Bro,
death
somebody
penalty.
just got killed in front of my house 2 days ago, bro.
They catch the suspect?
Two niggas tried to rob dude in front of my 3 houses down. Pulled out. Neighbors tried to come over and help. They murdered the neighbor. Drove off.
I mean, you telling a little something more than what you should be telling, or what?
I mean, it was on the news, bro.
Oh, okay.
It was on the news.
You know what's sad too, bro? Right up the street, bro. That's crazy you said that on some news type shit. I think they were busting over here too. But this daycare right across the street, you know, right there.
Yeah.
It had a child. One child was left in a van by themselves and ended up dying.
Oh, because of the heat? That was over here? Damn, I seen that shit on the news.
Oh wow, really? You did? It was that daycare right there, right? Walking distance.
Bro, I'm seeing a lot of like black kids getting like abused and stuff in the daycare. Like the woman that tried to hang that other little boy.
Yeah.
What's going on in the daycares, man?
Oh no, I had my child in the daycare, but I was with his mom's friend worked there as well, so you know it was no leeway if anything bad will happen to him. A loving place. I just can't put my child anywhere, bro.
I just can't. I don't trust nobody. Whenever I have kids, I know I'm gonna have to. You know, what's wrong with the man taking off a couple months from work to help, you know, take care of the child? Because I don't want my kids in no daycare, man. It's
Not
just
at all.
I have to give me somebody, hire somebody or something to come that I trust, my mama or something.
Damn, kid, you got some racks like that, kid. I was paying $50 a week.
Well, by the time I had kids, I want to have racks like that.
Okay, I feel yeah. You don't want to bring them into this world with
I want to be stable like
Right.
Dr. Chris Wilson says. You should wait till you 30 years old to have kids and stable.
But then, wouldn't the population of the world just?
Population of none. Kids will still be born, but you'll be 30.
But if you're just canceling out kids for 15 years to where you have kids from age 15 to 30.
What about the kids that you can't take care of that you had when you were 17?
They're still
they
alive.
ended up passing, or they ended up going to a situation where it's a detriment.
Hey kid, all I know is that if the death rate is higher than the birth rate, that's a bad thing.
That's only for white people that the death rate is higher than the
But that's what I'm
birth
saying.
rate
If you're
right
waiting
now.
till 30, I'm 1,000,000% sure that the death rate will be higher than the birth rate. We'll be extinct in 500 years.
I mean, yeah, we do depend a little bit on that motherfucker that had 18 kids and shit.
Yeah,
But I just,
kids by
me
40.
personally, and I think a lot of people in the black community should just wait till we're financially more stable to have kids, to where we can give them the best living and the best education we can and the best
Like possible.
nutrients and the best everything that the kid would need. That's just me. You know, me and Dr. Francis Chris
I
Wilson.
mean, that's the conclusion y'all came to together. Hey, I feel it, bro. But, you know, in some sports, we ain't talked about sports in a minute.
Okay.
It's whole pie. It's kind of weird for us. That's usually the first thing we lead off with, but not a lot going on. It's kind of dry. They got the USA basketball going on right now. They together.
Niggas getting cooked and shit.
But you want to do your minute of Malice.
Oh, okay. Can you start the timer, please, sir?
Get that John ready for you. Go ahead and lead up to that thing.
You feel me? For this week's podcast, you know, with Malice, this week of Malice is actually going to bitch niggas like my co-host, Mr. Uncle Luke over here. You start the timer. Niggas like you give organizations so much leeway, so much benefit of the doubt, and give the players none. Just a week ago, you was calling Kawhi Leonard a bitch nigga, that he should trust the Spurs. The Spurs won't give him no bad information. But as we can tell, Danny Green has played the whole half of the season with a torn groin that the Spurs organization failed to diagnose. Now, how can you blame Kawhi Leonard for getting a second opinion and believing the second opinion more than the Spurs organization when they obviously didn't know what they was doing? Huh? You can't say nothing about it. Don't even try, bro. Y'all got to stop giving these organizations all of this benefit of the doubt with no room for detriment. I understand. I mean, if it was the Atlanta Hawks, you believe it. But just because it's the Spurs, they make no mistakes. It's humans running their organization. R.C. Buford don't know everything. Greg Popovich don't know everything, nigga. Next time, believe Kawhi Leonard, nigga.
So you gonna sit here and tell me that Kawhi Leonard could, regardless of the whole Danny Green situation, missed the whole season on a thigh bruise.
I think it's part of it was he really needed the rehabilitation, and the other half of it was y'all really misdiagnosed me and wanted me to go out here and play and told the media to go against me and told players to go against me when I got a second opinion and I'm really hurt.
Really, if anything, Danny Green is just wrong in this whole situation, not the Spurs organization. Because if you know your groin is torn, how are you out there playing anyway? How is there no somewhat pain? Why are you not telling them?
I mean, some players got that warrior mentality that's going to play through anything.
If they're telling you nothing's wrong, we don't see anything wrong, and you know you feel the pain regardless, what?
He could have just thought it was a bruise. He probably thought it was just a bruise, and he was like, his pain tolerance might be high.
I think
they
he's
told
lying.
him it was a bruise. He should have got a second opinion.
I think he's lying.
Why would bro? And then when he was saying, he was like the Spurs. He was so pro Spurs organization when he was saying it.
Exactly.
No matter how he was saying it.
Exactly. He could
have missed.
Exactly. He can't. He was pro Spurs. He was not trying to throw the Spurs out in their lane, in the dirt. Him and Kawhi Leonard are best friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was just somewhat backing Kawhi. I feel like in the situation. I feel like he's lying. Did he get surgery for it?
No, probably not yet. But
Oh, not yet.
Anything,
Oh,
he was pro Spurs more than pro Kawhi.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
They're
why would
best
he
friends.
just make this up to make the Spurs look worse?
No, he's making it up to protect his friend Kawhi, saying that he should have got a second opinion as well, like how Kawhi did.
And yes. So he's backing like, yes, I should have did this, and the Spurs was wrong about this. So that should make you go, damn, maybe I was looking at this situation wrong. Maybe I should have been listening to Kawhi. And maybe teams can't be wrong and realize that these doctors have biased opinions sometimes because they have an incentive of where their paycheck is coming from to say that this player is okay enough to play.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but if you can play, should you play?
Should Isaiah Thomas should have played?
If you can play, should you play?
Should Isaiah Thomas have played?
Isaiah Thomas couldn't play. He was out there giving. He was hooping. He was playing on fumes. He was playing on fumes. He was not efficient. He was just jacking the ball up.
He carried them to the Eastern Conference Finals, dude.
He was just jacking. What? He was only hurt for that one series.
No, bro. He got hurt at the beginning of the playoffs.
No, he sat down that first. What? How long was that? Because his sister's dead.
He got injured at the beginning of the playoffs.
He got injured in that first series. He missed a couple games, then he came back and he played that whole second series. If I remember correctly, I don't know.
Yeah, you remember incorrectly.
How am I exactly? The first series he halfway played because his sister's dead. He got injured in the last game of the series against the Bulls.
because they played the Bulls first round.
Exactly, he got injured in the last game of the series against the Bulls, and then he played the whole second series against the Wizards.
I think he got that misconstrued.
All right, man.
Let's just say he was injured, and he played while he was injured, and he shouldn't have, and now he missed out on almost.
No, the reason he's missing out on $128 or $28 million a year is because he's the same height as me, 5'8" in the NBA. Nobody's
So you're telling me if he would have never been injured after that Celtics,
he's not getting $28 million. He's not getting anywhere close to $20 million.
Averaging 29.
He's not getting anywhere close to $20 million.
I think you tweeted.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a big Isaiah Thomas fan, supporter that year.
That's what I'm saying. He said he's better than Kyrie. He said Isaiah Thomas better than Kyrie early.
He was better than him that season, kid.
So he's better than Kyrie.
He was better than him that season. He was better than him that season.
Okay,
but
bro.
as the facts change, so does my opinion.
But so if he wasn't,
Can't beat my height. 5'8" in the NBA, making $20 million. It's just not possible.
I think he could have. If you putting up them buckets like how he was, I think he could have.
So you just blame everything on the injury.
I put a lot of it on the injury and a lot of it on his unwillingness, like Carmelo, to change and accept roles. And he's too. I want you to be honest, but sometimes you can be too outspoken. You can speak yourself into a corner, and I think that's what he did. And I
Brick
think,
struck. I think I have to pull out
yeah,
the brick
struck and shit like that. So I think he set himself up now. I don't think he's ever going to get that money again.
Of course not. Of course not. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, it was a great story for the time being. But I was gonna call you a hypocrite, but you did clean it up. I'm about to say, well, your boy Kawhi is, but hey, whatever. Shouts out Danny Green. Shouts out Kawhi.
So can you apologize to Mr. Kawhi, please?
I will apologize to Kawhi Leonard when he hears this and actually gives a fuck about what I'm talking about. But he doesn't go out the house. Mm-hmm. Homie's still driving a 2006 Honda Civic.
That's why he ain't worried about that money.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Supermax.
So, shouts out to Kawhi. If he hears this and he asks for me to apologize, I will apologize.
Alright, and if you can remember to the last week's episode, towards the end, we spoke a little bit on the 50 Cent versus Floyd Mayweather and how they were
A weird relationship they had.
and how 50 Cent brought up Floyd Mayweather is the reason why his friend killed his girlfriend and killed his wife and then shot himself while Floyd Mayweather was on FaceTime with him. 50 Cent exposed why that happened because he slept with his wife, because Floyd slept with his wife, so he FaceTimed Floyd and killed his wife and killed himself.
That's some new shit you speaking to me. I ain't hear all
50
that.
Cent exposed that, and now 50 Cent said Floyd Mayweather is still his little brother. Can you backdoor after saying that he's the reason for a murder-suicide and then be back friends with him?
Shouldn't he be?
Or do they got enough money where everything can be forgiven?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's how I feel about the last time we talked about this, bro. Anything you can say about me, if we both $100 millionaires, $100 millionaires, there's nothing you can say that's gonna hurt my feelings.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga.
We can do this back and forth on social media for the publicity and for funds, but I mean, I don't know how serious 50 was about with that statement. You know, that's some wild shit.
So you okay with Birdman and Wayne being back cool after Wayne got his money now?
In my opinion, no, because he made it so evident our relationship can never be mended and bonded again. I just don't know. I think more.
And then that relationship was always weird to me because that nigga wasn't really his daddy. So two men kissing on the lips is just, I'm looking at you suspicious.
Well, I mean, if he been there since you were a young man and, you know, said, I'm gonna be able to do this for you, do all that for you. I mean, I don't think
How do you think Wayne mama felt about it?
Weren't they cool? Weren't they like best friends or something like that?
Oh, no,
Birdman, that's what I'm saying. That's how you got to know her. Know him. Weren't they best friends through him? Through her?
I think once if you owe me $80 million and you pay me that $80 million, we probably can go back to it. But with that 50, well, I don't know, bro. Cause they been friends, but with that 50 Cent Floyd situation, I think after some shit 50 Cent said,
he don't.
And I can't even be cool with a nigga like 50 Cent, cause seeing that anytime you beef with a nigga, he let all your business out. I can't even fuck with a nigga like that.
On some shit, really. You know, 50 grimy nigga. That's that New York in him still. So.
Backstab, ass nigga.
But speaking about 50, it is Power tonight. I am behind, bro. I'm like 5 episodes behind since the last season.
Everybody be talking about that show.
I did get spoiled by somebody who will remain nameless. You know, they spoiled it for me. I ain't want to watch it no more, bro.
They will have a special guest. Best rapper in the world right now?
I argued about this with somebody in this house right now, and I do think he's the best rapper out right now.
I don't think you can argue against this dude being the best rapper. He got the sales without being signed to Apple with the extra boost. He got the lyricism. He got the culture. You feel me? He got that essence of a real MC. Mr.
Nappy, Lamar.
He is in the new Power. That nigga look like a real crackhead.
Man, what? The way he got his hair fixed and just his facial expressions.
If you're in a movie, could you be a crackhead in the movie?
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like, is this his first role acting? Like in an actual
I think it might be, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, what's one role you wouldn't play in a movie?
Gay dude.
Even if you don't gotta like kiss a nigga or nothing, like they just want you to.
Oh yeah. If it's an actual kissing scene, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, shouts out to the actors that can, Will Smith, but I just can't do no stuff like that. I could play one, but if it's actual, yeah.
Bro, you know what my perfect dream role would be? No lie. Like Eddie Murphy, I put on like white face and I just put like Dave Chappelle too. I'd be like a white dude, like an anchor man, bro.
Didn't you kill Drake for that? White face?
Blackface, bro. He did blackface.
Oh, okay. Didn't you?
Whiteface.
Yeah, the same opposite, bro. Same thing. Dave
Chappelle,
he was an anchor man.
Like I'd do that, bro. Or like a motherfucking, what's another good role? I think I'd be a good ass motherfucking crooked cop.
Crooked cop.
Cause I've seen so many he did.
But what do you think acting and rapping, you know, since Kendrick does say he is the new Pop. Pop was a huge actor. I think he was probably the best actor, rapper I've ever seen.
Who is Drake the first rapper? I mean, first actor rapper? First actor turned rapper?
No. Marky Mark. No, that's best rapper turned actor. Possibly.
Yeah. Is he the best rapper act? Who's the best rapper / actor?
Just in both lanes, it doesn't matter where you started at.
The best, he compares good enough in rap and he's good enough in acting to where he's the best at it. Like he can be 50-50 with both. Like how they call Beyonce the queen. It's not because she's the best at everything. She's the best this, but she does all these other things so good or so great that together combined, like a LeBron.
I feel like it has to be 50. Have you watched Power?
I've never watched Power, but
No, he plays a
he has a classic movie, Get Rich or
Exactly.
Die Trying. You can put that movie in any category, not even just rap, just movie, period. And he has a dominant album, you can say that. Maybe
That's up there, top
Andre
5.
3000 and Big Boy.
This nigga, yeah.
They got diamond albums and they made their own movie, Idlewild, which is straight. But Big Boy had a whole Who's Your Caddy,
Yeah, exactly.
shit like that. 3 Stacks was in some other movies too, so I'm just saying 3 Stacks has his own cartoon.
What cartoon is that? I didn't know that.
When he was in the class, he was a teacher, a music teacher.
Andre 3000,
Yeah.
music teacher cartoon?
Look at a 3 Stacks cartoon.
I did not know that. I mean, of course, Pod. That's really dope. You know, I feel like expanding your
Tupac got
brand and going to different things. What's that?
Tupac got some movies that ain't that good. I said we got a movie with
But it's not on his acting, though. That's just
same movie that fatty. He still be trying to do action movies. He fat.
What are you talking about? I don't know. Class of 3000. Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal. He did a movie with Steven Seagal. That shit was trash.
No way, for real? What
real.
was it called?
I forgot that. Look it up. Tupac and Steven Seagal did a movie. That shit was trash.
Class of 3000. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, Class of 3000. That was 3 Stacks cartoon. That shit was actually.
You is the biggest Andre 3 Stacks fan in the world, so.
I mean, he is considered, if not the greatest. You know,
Monthly half past day
I guess that's what it's called.
or exit was one of them. I think I want to talk to you next about that, bro. I want to open your eyes finally. Open your eyes finally on Andre 3K not being top 5.
Do you want to talk about that now? Or do you want to say that for a later date, or do you want people to look at you crazy? Because you're gonna do whenever we have a debate, people gonna start looking at you like you.
You want to do this evergreen? You know, we do this evergreen next week.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. We're about to end the pod, but we want to let y'all guys know we're probably gonna have a podcast maybe during this week or something like that. We're thinking about doing it, if not this week, the next. I want you guys to follow us, like and subscribe to the podcast. Follow us. Our ad names will be in the bio. This has been the Southern Knowledge Podcast with Malice, Martel, and your boy
Uncle Daddy Lou. We at you.
You dig?
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about that Andre 3K kid.